China accused of cremating bodies in secret as coronavirus patient numbers spike. The sources confirmed many dead bodies were sent directly from hospitals to the cremation centers without properly identifying these patients.
Here's a summary of the article.
China has reportedly begun cremating the bodies of those who have died from coronavirus in secret as the number of people diagnosed with coronavirus rises to almost 8,000. It has now infected more people in China than were sickened there during the 2002–2003 SARS outbreak. The number of cases jumped to 7,771 in China, surpassing the 5,327 people diagnosed with SARS, while the amount of global cases confirmed was at 7,894 on Wednesday. William Yang, a journalist for German publication Deutsche Welle, claims China is hiding the number of deaths from the virus. Which means there are patients who died from the virus but not adding to the official record. That shows the current death toll of 133 that we are seeing is way too low, Yang tweeted before the death toll rose to 170. His allegations of China misleading the public are also backed by a nurse who claims in a video 90,000 people have been diagnosed with the virus. Great concern. The World Health Organization's emergencies chief said the few cases of human-to-human spread of the virus outside China, in Japan, Germany, Canada and Vietnam, were of great concern and were part of the reason the UN Health Agency Director General was reconvening a committee of experts on Thursday to assess whether the outbreak should be declared a global emergency. In comparison, the SARS virus killed about 10% of people who caught it. The new virus is from the coronavirus family, which includes those that can cause the common cold as well as more serious illnesses such as SARS and MERS. 4 passengers on the evacuation flight to Japan had coughs and fevers, and 2 were diagnosed with pneumonia.
This post received a score of 11,698, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
In some Taiwanese news outlet they are claiming there are over 200,000 infected in China alone.
They also said the outbreak started in December. I'd believe it, as 8,000 cases is nothing. It has been how many weeks of uncontrolled growth? Many.
One thing to note is that while this article, if accurate, raises suspicion that the death rate could be higher, a fake, we now have approximately 100 confirmed cases outside of China now, and still not a single death outside of China. Unless the vast majority of cases outside of China are in early stages, or are younger, healthier people, the mortality rates reported, 2 to 3%, can't be that far off the real numbers, or we'd likely be seeing some deaths elsewhere already.
How many people outside of China have fully recovered? If you use only the number of infected to estimate mortality rate, your number is going to come out low since some infected have yet to die.
One guy recovered over the weekend in Germany. Not saying that is the norm, but I don't think people with really severe diseases like MERS or SARS recover in 2 days even when they are healthy. If anything, I think the death rate is probably inflated because the only people seeking treatment are severe cases. How many people recover at home thinking they had a bad cold?
When you've got people in concentration camps, this doesn't seem that hard to believe at all.
We also have people in concentration camps.
Greater than we. I love how Reddit thinks everyone here lives on the US.
We also have them on small islands on behalf of the government of Australia.
Oh, so you mean to tell me that when a country with 1.3 billion people starts putting entire cities on lockdown, the death toll and number of infected people might be a bit higher than a few thousand?
City of 11 million in quarantine. 60 confirmed cases, Riite.
Can I ask, why does China care so much about hiding statistics? Does anyone have literature that can explain their way of thinking?
I think it's very similar with Russia's communist era. Like what happened to Chernobyl. They don't care that many people could get in severe danger as long as their image is not tainted.
Don't they realize that the less transparent they are, the more their image is tainted?
You're mistaking their image to the outside world and their image to the Chinese people. They have to look strong to their own people to justify their totalitarianism.
Confirmed. People are saying it.
The last week was a shitfest of panic spreader by the media reporting any kind of rumors as long as it was about heaps of bodies. What a fucking disgrace. One good thing out of all this story is that doctors around the world tested their response towards this kind of threat. It would be useful in the future when an actual deadly virus strikes.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.